the build it and they will come myth. Hi, I am Zsuzsanna, and this is one of the Q&A videos I have made for the fantastic teachers I work with. This time, we will address a misconception that you may have heard of before. When I work with teachers and service providers who are running a teaching business, I see this myth appearing from time to time, which I could call the build it and they will come myth. By the way, has anybody seen the Fields of Dreams movie from 88, 89 with Kevin Costner? The quote is not exact, but it's taken from that movie. It may have been true in the past that if you build a cool website or start a good blog or you put a cool, nice ad about your services in the local newspaper, people will actually come looking for you. This is not always a conscious expectations. I would say it's more like optimism blended with hope that things work out the way how we think they would, and I really hate to see the disillusionment when there are no results. Unfortunately, only putting yourself out there and waiting for others to find you does not work anymore. The ocean of information has become huge, and it's a land of opportunities. At the same time, there is so much noise out there, which means that it is very hard to differentiate the real deal from the fake. It's really tricky to tell at first glance, especially if you have found someone who will deliver actual value, or you have run into one of those service providers who got their certificate online over the weekend and have a lot more confidence than experience. People are not only overstimulated in this environment, but also have become very skeptical. So how can you actually stand out in the crowd? It's really not that easy anymore, especially nowadays with tools and platforms that are biologically, or I would say neurologically, training us to prioritize self-significance over anything and everything else. The instant dopamine gratification acts as a psychological trigger, and we get a small hit every time there is a like or emoji or something as a proof that people are paying attention to us. This happens again and again, many times a day, and it has happened for about a decade continuously. Think about it this way. If you would have exercised a muscle every day for a decade, how strong it could be. It's the same deal with those neural pathways that are involved in a lot of things, among those shaping our thinking, feelings, responses, and expectations. And the wires, again, got a little crossed here. Thinking that a big audience and visibility actually will bring you business is another misconception related strongly to this topic. I am really happy to share with you guys that there is a less popular but more and more recognized approach to how actually you can become a magnet of students or clients in general as a service provider. It gets more and more well known because it works. If you wish to make a difference and create a successful teaching service, you need to start providing value that you can authentically believe in. It is time to get really clear on who you are and what value you deliver. What can you give others to help them? This is why it's crucial to root our success in service and contribution rather than self-importance and significance, as Marie Forleo says it. So instead of focusing on visibility and popularity on different platforms, think about what can you give to the world. Think about what can you absolutely wholeheartedly deliver to others above and beyond. And that foundation, that baseline of authentically providing your very best values is going to make a difference in your communication. And also in the way how you actually show up, whether it's online or offline. This is the actual key to make a difference in your own professional life and hopefully create a lot more goodness in the world too. Thank you so much for listening again. This is one of those topics I even catch myself saying that I wish I would have known this earlier. It would have saved me a lot of pain, I think. Drop a comment if you agree and ask away if you have any questions. See you next time.